Welcome back to Trail Talk, guys, and I'm actually headed out to a nearby mountain trail because I want to test out that WeBoost cell booster I installed on my 4Runner. If you guys haven't seen the installation video, we have a shop talk we'll link in the description below. I have been running it for probably a few months since I installed it and testing it in a variety of scenarios. And all in all, I'm very happy with it. As long as you know what the limitations are and kind of what to expect from it, it works really well. So the first question you guys might be asking is, do I need a cell booster? What benefits would a cell booster bring to me? In my opinion, if you are doing any kind of long distance travel, a lot of driving, going up camping in the weekend, it doesn't hurt. It may not be a necessity, but what I really like about it is it maximizes your phone's potential to pull in as much signal as it can. And in some cases, it could be a safety factor too. The next thing I would like to address, the efficiency of these cell boosters, and a lot of feedback is, oh, it doesn't work in my area, or I went to a trailhead and I had no service with it on. I still had no service. It's not a miracle worker. It's not going to magically pull in signal if it's not nearby. The biggest thing to keep in mind with any cell booster is they're legally limited by the FCC to 50 plus DP, meaning that if they were any more powerful than 50 DP, they would potentially take out cell towers or cause a lot of interference with cell towers. A while back, they weren't regulating them as strictly, and folks were fitting home cell boosters to their trucks or vehicles and driving with them, and cell towers were actually going down because of that. So you might notice that WeBoost will sell a home cell booster and a vehicle-based cell booster. The home cell boosters are specifically designed to stay in one spot, and so the towers can work with them better, so they can be more powerful. Mobile ones are limited to eliminate any kind of interference with the cell towers as they're moving around. So we're almost to the trail. I haven't been up the trail yet with this system, so I'm excited because I'm gonna find out how well it does. And I'll show you guys a little bit more about the system. So I just kind of got into the canyon portion of the trail, and I'm already down to 1 bar. So I think I have a pull off up here. So I want to do a speeds test. I have 1 bar of LTE according to this. I'm still pretty early in on the trail. I start speed test. Download 0.5 megabits, 0.6 megabits a second. 0.3 upload. Upload's pretty good. It's averaging down. Download was 0.3. Upload was about 7 to 8. I'm gonna turn it on. Almost immediately went up to 3 bars. So same thing, start speed test. Download is 6 to 7 now. Before it wasn't even a megabit. Upload's looking pretty similar. It's jumping around. Download 6.2, so almost 6 times faster, just right there. I'm gonna turn it back off so I can find the next spot to test it. Alright, I need to engage my locker. This is more washed out than it was. There. Oh yeah. Thank you, locker. Okay. That's always a fun little washed out section on this trail. Definitely showed the advantages of having a locker. Almost to the summit of the trail, and I still have service, and my signal booster is even turned off. So it's proving more difficult than I was expecting to lose signal for the test. But nonetheless, we shall push on and see what we can find. I know it's probably not going to be the most popular opinion, but I actually really appreciate and like the idea of having service everywhere, and it's mostly for emergency situations. And that's what a lot of folks don't think about is, yeah, it's nice to get out and disconnect from all of it. Well, if I want to disconnect, I'll just put this in airplane mode or just turn it off and I'm disconnected. It is the user's choice to connect or disconnect when they're out in nature. I really appreciate the idea of having the ability to be able to get out a text or a call for an emergency situation no matter where I'm at. So I'm all for having service everywhere. All right, guys, we made it up to the top of the trail, and it's showing that I have a bar, but let me go into my speed test here. 0.2, 0.1. No upload. So 0.2 megabits a second and 0 upload. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the antenna, let my phone find the signal, and we'll run the test again. 1, 2. Wow. Okay, so with it on, I was able to get 1.6 megabits a second download and 9.8 upload. This is internet based, but this is just a good way to demonstrate that it is pulling in the signal. I want to test one more thing here. I'm going to turn it back off. I'm trying to open YouTube. With it off, it's saying no internet connection. I'm hitting the retry. I'm going to turn it on. It's all in real time. 2 bars. Because it's further from the inside antenna, retry. YouTube. That being said, yep. So now if I go to a video, let's see what it does. There we are. All right, so now my next plan is to basically run the cable down into the hatch. Now if I turn it off, I'm going to put that brain underneath. Try to scrub it. Nothing. So it can't load now. It'll only play what it's buffered. So it can't load the video right now. I'm going to turn it back on. Mount the brain unit. There you go. And finish the install. So
so I'm just gonna go ahead and run these wires, and I'll.
That's pretty cool.
You guys back to when I'm underneath.
Well, I think there is a storm coming in, so I should probably get down. I'm gonna go down the back side of this trail because it's a lot easier going than the way we came up, and that'll take me through the canyon on the interstate. Hopefully, I beat the rain, but we'll see. But that'll give me a chance to show you guys like real world driving scenario, another spot where it's beneficial. We're off the trail, headed back into town. This gave me the opportunity to demonstrate an area that I find it very useful as well, which is just normal day-to-day commuting, driving to work. This is a stretch of highway I take a lot, and even though we're near town, there's low spots, and coming out of the canyon or in the canyon, there's a lot of intermittent dead spots and just very unreliable service. And what I've noticed, like right now, normally I would lose a call in this spot, but with the WeBoost on, I actually have 2 bars of service. I've even tested it, taken the same drive multiple times, talking to somebody on the phone with or without it on, and usually without it on, I'm losing them or they're cutting in and out, or it drops altogether. With it on, it very rarely has a single issue. All right, guys, we're headed back to the shop, but just want to do a quick summary on the WeBoost Signal Booster. My final thoughts on it is that it's a very good passive tool to have in your vehicle if you travel a lot, go out camping on the weekends, do any kind of major commutes, because it's always there trying to pull in any signal that is there that it can reach into your phone. So it's maximizing your phone's potential to reach that signal, and you'll be able to use it even in an emergency situation. And there will be points where you won't be able to reach the signal with it just due to the signal not being within reach of the system. So don't expect it to work any kind of miracles, but it's a really nice system just to have that's passively working, and it's going to maximize any potential to reach that service with your phone or device. Well, thanks for joining us on this Trail Talk, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one, and we'll see you on the trail.